In the year 2022, the Tundra World Headquarters experienced a flood. In the recovery and restoration phase, a crate made of hardened steel and surrounded by a Faraday cage was discovered. Inside, a treasure trove of old self-defense and tactical magazines, now safely preserved in Ziploc bags at an undisclosed location. If you need to be entertained, if everything else seems lame, and if you have the guts, you can join the Tundra Nation and react to Soldier of Fortune magazine. So sit back, put on your best Rhodesian brushstroke short shorts, and let's start the show. Underwater knife fighting techniques. Can you feel it? Can you smell it? Summer? Well, it's almost here, and millions of Americans will be flocking to beaches and water parks and that one house on the block with an above-the-ground pool to escape the heat. And now you, valued viewer, get to experience one of the greatest American pastimes ever. You get to listen to local moms yell about sunscreen and their kids playing games. Yay.
Boring.
Here's the thing, I'm sure you're a prepared individual. Normally, you've got your family protected while carrying your CCW on you at all times, and you've spent hours upon hours training for any situation. But this is your day at the pool. You can't have that CCW holster ruining the championship dad bod wrapped in a tiger stripe Under Armour shirt. Besides, what's gonna go wrong at the pool? Well, according to Soldier of Fortune magazine,
literally everything.
Shark attacks, Spetsnaz demolition units, drunken Karens, and guys that look like Rasputin are all valid options here. Have you trained to protect your family in the water? What do you mean no? Well, don't worry, don't panic just yet because I have the solution. Soldier of Fortune magazine's got you covered with underwater knife fighting techniques. In less than 3 pages, you can learn the fundamentals of protecting your local water park with trade secrets like sneak up on your enemy from behind, make sure your knife is sharp, and my personal favorite, if you're in a knife fight, avoid getting stabbed.
No way. Yes way.
Great tips, folks. Super practical. I'm surprised they didn't add grow gills and breathe like a fish. I cannot believe people got paid to write this stuff. Maybe you think the firearm is a crude implement for the unwashed masses and you prefer, let's say, a more elegant weapon.
An elegant weapon for a more civilized age.
Maybe you've watched too much Commando, but you were rooting for the wrong guy the entire time. This is the thing. You may have skimmed that article, but well, not really me, the nerds I've conned into doing this research, read the whole dumpster fire and found one important nugget of information. It turns out there are guns designed to function underwater. A lot of them, in fact.
Wait, what did you just say to me?
If you're about to infiltrate Dr. No's secret submarine base, hang out with Halle Berry in Cuba, my personal favorite option, or if you're just trying to be prepared for when a crocodile pops out of the pool drain in Florida, you'll want to have options. Important note, if you live in New York, yep, you guys have alligators in them their sewers, so best of luck. Try tweeting some mean thoughts at it. I hope you can run fast in those Yeezys, buddy. And while you contemplate your plan to escape New York City, come hang out with me every Monday through Saturday on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tundra Gaming Live. I don't know how to fight underwater, but I drink like a fish and play games for your amusement, so partial credit, right? Now, because nobody asked for it and it is the internet, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I'd suggest getting one of these bad boys. You must like the AK. All right, comrade, grab yourself an APS. Oh, and for those who would never touch anything available to the poors, HK has your back, provided you pass the credit check with the P11. The most important advice here is if you do get challenged into a knife fight, especially underwater, exercise your 2A rights and bring a gun. Now that you've cleared the public pool of all enemies, both foreign and domestic, it's time to rise up out of the water solid snake style and do some sentry removal. Sure, that sentry's calling himself a lifeguard, but we're not falling for any of these disguise tactics this time, which would imply that we've tried before and obviously failed. Well, first things first, put on your professional ninja survival mask. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, you're not likely to be seen by anyone unless they happen to look in your direction and go, hey, what's that dude doing dressed like a ninja? Halloween's not for another couple of months, right? Right, Gary? Hey, you know what? Pay no attention to these naysayers. You have stalked your prey for several seconds now and are prepared to finish them off and take down this century. Here are some special operations key pointers from Soldier of Fortune magazine. Approach from behind. Stay silent. Pounce when the time is right, and make sure to wear the proper attire, black for night, woodland camo for the day, regardless of season or terrain. These lessons can be taught from both sides of the fence, so next time you find yourself on sentry duty, you'll know what to look out for, especially this.
That rack was not built by ninjas.
All right, folks, I think things are getting a little bit more clear now. I think I've found the answer to an ongoing question in the gun community. This is where Voda and Detroit Urban Survival Training learned all those gems of wondrous meme knowledge that they're now passing along to the public. They spent hours and hours reading the articles that have made them into the fighting machines that they are today. So, thank you for your service. And let me thank you in advance for hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing. Hey, while you're down there, let me know the preferred sword in the comments section. There is only one correct answer, and I will let you know if you get it right. Speaking of Detroit, we have some urban street survival tips. Now, I'm sure all of these are taught in Dale Brown's classes, but let's actually go into detail. In this picture, we see a guy with a cane taking a stroll past the local dumpsters, you know, as you do, only to find two toughs. Now, I don't know what city this is where the best place to stroll is a dumpster alley, New York. Excuse me there. But hey, you gotta work with what you got. It seems our innocent is probably trying to avoid those alligators on Broadway anyways. I'm assuming our defender was getting attacked over having short shorts and not being James Reeves. Fortunately, we have now precise instructions on how to handle this situation. Using your cane as if it were a sword instead of a club, well, you do the following. To successfully navigate this very specific self-defense situation, you must poke the first guy, dome the second guy, now hit him in the shins. Next, turn back around and dome the first guy. Don't forget to take turns beating them until you're satisfied. Next, poke them on the ground and with a jaunty step, walk away. We've seen these techniques repeatedly work in kung fu movies, which are obviously the best source for hand-to-hand combat techniques. I do worry though that some of our viewers have let their sword training slip just a little bit. Remember kids, never ever ever miss sword day. This particular Soldier of Fortune article does actually bring up a good point. A walking stick or a cane is legal in every city and state. Although I would avoid dumpster alleys and guys dressed like generic 1980s Miami Vice henchmen. We all know what the media is for, whether it be magazines, radio, television, or some Midwest guy making videos on the internet. It's about those sweet advertising dollars, and I decided to peruse the classified ads in the back to see what goods and services were available to the public. For all you people born after the year 2000, classified ads are like the Facebook Marketplace, but printed on a material made from dead trees called paper. Equally cringy and scammy though. Checking the fine print, I came across this gem. Ah yes, SWAT Associates, an elite group of individuals available for covert and personal protection operations. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah, the list goes on. These guys do seem like hardcore operators skilled in protection, counter intel, and OPSEC. That is, until they give you their address and phone number in Alabama. Come on, guys. I'm not a professional or anything, but let me give you a pro tip. If you are starting a covert contractor business, do not give out your address, do not give out your home phone, and most importantly, do not ever admit that you're from Habalama. With members like an ex-Green Beret, an ex-Army Ranger, an ex-SWAT instructor, and other competent individuals, whatever that means, I can almost guarantee that there's enough stolen valor in this group to keep angry cops making videos about it for the next 4 months. After reading these articles, I can honestly say,
everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Well, that's it for today, folks. Tell me what your favorite article is in the comments down below and what type of articles we should cover next time. Links to the Twitch channel and Discord will be in the description. And before you go, check out these two cripplers right here. And don't forget to join us next week when we still don't know what the fuck we're doing. Bye.